So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get more clients, but also better clients, higher quality people. People who pay in full, people who stick through your program, people who get amazing results, give you a lot of testimonials, and stay with you for a longer time. This is kind of also another thing, which is you don't need more people, you need better people, people who stick with you, pay you recurringly, and you're good. You make 10, 15, 20K per month, and everything is fine. So first things first, I chose to start this video a bit differently by showing you some of the proof that I'm talking about. So this is a client data collection base. So as you can see, multiple results from our clients. We're talking about getting paid in full payments, to someone making his first 10K, to someone signing over here 10 new customers in 3 weeks, which is amazing. To someone making 23K from one event. But also something that I want you to pay very good attention to is the recurring success of this client. So as you can see over here, this client, for example, Chad, had 1 testimonial, 2 testimonials, 3 testimonials, 4 testimonials, 5 testimonials, 6 testimonials. So every client gets multiple different wins. This client, Chris, over here, 1 result, 2 results, 3 results, 4 results, 5 results. So every client gets multiple different results, not just one-off wins. And that didn't happen by chance, and it wasn't always like that, to be very honest with you. Not long ago, I'm talking about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was getting a lot of people who were on payment terms. And look, in a lot of ways, this is not a big problem. But when you get people who are on payment terms, you're undercharging. They do not stick to the program, which is another problem that I dealt with, another big problem that I dealt with. And they needed a lot of support and a lot of hand holding. And then they end up ghosting, not sending you any feedback, not sending you any questions. And sometimes they stop overall paying, which is pretty bad. This creates a lot of bad energy around your work. And this is a reason why a lot of people have some resentment toward their business and they deal with a lot of burnout. It's not because of the business itself, it's because of the quality of the people that come into the business. They don't really enjoy the quality of people. They don't really enjoy serving those people, sitting down with those people, mentoring those people, guiding those people. Because if you were enjoying your time with your clients, you would make more money and you will keep on growing. Which led to, sadly, very low lifetime value. So I was always chasing new clients rather than serving the clients that I already had. And cash collection issues, if you've never been through cash collection processes, you need to hire people. Those people need to message the clients. Those clients will make a dispute again and again. I did it once, I will never do it again. I don't care if someone doesn't pay me, I'm just not gonna chase that. To now, getting amazing clients who pay in full, and the people who do not pay in full, even though they do not pay in full, they have amazing energy. So they work very consistently, they're very diligent with the work, they have amazing energy to the program, and they get amazing results, and I get a lot of testimonials, which grows my business in a lot of ways. And the only reason we were able to do that is because of one simple process called MOF content. See, I'm gonna tell you something. A while ago, I wanted to learn how to run ads. So I heard this lady, she's very good at ads. And the core promise of her program was, I'm gonna show you how to make ads simple. I was like, amazing, make ads simple. I have money, I'm gonna give you money. Teach me how to make ads simple. And when I went into the program, making the ads was simple. Structuring the campaigns, structuring the budgets, 20 different campaigns, retargeting, top of funnel, middle of the funnel, watch time, retargeting people who watched 80% of the video, overwhelmed the living hell out of me. Overwhelmed the living hell out of me. So I didn't stick to the program. As simple as that. I just didn't stick to the program. And this is what happens with a lot of your people too. The expectations do not meet reality. And this is why sometimes you sign bad clients. This is why even sometimes you attract very low quality clients, because the expectations that you've put do not meet reality. See, something that you need to understand, we're going to go deep right now, so stick with me. There's something called decision economics. When someone buys from you, they're not just buying from you because of the money. They're also buying from you because of the time, energy, identity. So basically, when someone buys from you, the first thing on their mind might be money. But there's also, this is basically how much will it cost me? Time. How much time will it take? Energy. How much effort will it take? Identity. Who will I become? And if you think about it, it looks like a pendulum, or like they're weighing the decision. Your program is over here, and their decisions are over here. Now, if your program is heavier than their decisions, they buy from you. If their decisions are heavier than your program, they won't buy from you. Or they would buy from you, but they wouldn't get the right results. And to solve that, to solve the decision economics, the easiest way, the simplest way, the most obvious yet overlooked way is to give everything that they need to know in content. That's it. Give them everything that they need to know within your content. If from your content, after consuming a couple of your pieces of content, they see it and they understand your work, what you do, how you do it, how much time will it take, how much effort will it take, who they will become through the process of this work, when they sign up with you, there won't be any more questions. It would be just a matter of let's sit down and let's implement. And this is how we think about it. In my process, I have something called a mass control funnel. Now, the mass control funnel looks like this. Top of funnel. In my top of funnel marketing, what I do is I show people that there is another way. It's really as simple as that. I come up with my assumptions, basically, which is the market is always looking to solve their problems. The problem is that they have tried a lot, but it hasn't worked for them. They have tried multiple different things, but it hasn't worked for them. So at the top of funnel, I want to show them that there's a better way, there's another way. Even if you tried all of that over here, there's a way that works better. There's a way that works different. Now, how we do that, completely different subtopic. I'm not going to sit down and talk about this right now. At the middle of the funnel, which is the middle of the funnel content, which is the thing that made all of that possible, all that I do is I sit down and I show them what it looks like. I give them stories, I give them metaphors, I do this that you're saying right now in front of you over here. I show you visually and through stories what I mean, and I explain every nook and cranny that you might expect. So even right here, what we're doing over here, a lot of people will tell you to sign more clients, you need to be consistent, put more volume, run this ad strategy, run an Instagram funnel. I'm telling you no. I'm telling you there is a simpler process, which is know what content to post, where to post it, how to post it, and how to position yourself in the market. And you can sign as many clients as you want. But I'm not just saying this at the top of funnel. At the middle of the funnel, I'm showing you proof. I showed you the process right now. And then at the bottom of the funnel, logistics. Another topic for another time. I'm not going to cover top of funnel or bottom of the funnel. So when you look at this process over here right now, oops, what happened? Okay. So when you look at this process over here right now, at the middle of the funnel, I showed them what it looks like. I give them experiences stories, graphs. I do not leave any table unturned. I do not keep them in the loop of pay me to know more, pay me to see how it works. I don't want you to pay me to see how it works, because if you pay me and you realize that it doesn't work the way that you wanted it to work, you're not going to stick with me. You're not going to stick with me. You're going to come into the program with completely different expectations. And when you start absorbing everything that I give you, you're going to realize that my entire expectation has been pretty much chopped up and you're not going to stick. Very few people do. So my goal is to give you as much clarity as you need. And this is why in a lot of ways, some of my clients, actually all of my clients, we do something within the one-on-one mentorship, which is I give you everything that you need, but I also ask from you that whenever you want to post, whenever you make an offer, whenever you have anything that you want to put out in the world, send it to me 24 to 48 hours beforehand. I could review it and I could give you feedback. And one of the most common pieces of feedback that I give on the content of my clients is depth and clarity. Do not write quick hits of dopamine content because it will not convert. And if it converts, it will get you the lowest quality of people possible. Experts, people like me, people who have tens of thousands of dollars to invest, people who have already invested and who are already ahead in the game, are not sitting here waiting for quick hits of dopamine, hoping that someone will show them something that is magical, a unicorn that will shape everything. People who are high net worth, pretty much, and advanced in the game, they already understand how the game works. So if you sit down and you show them a new perspective, you show them a new path, you show them a new process, and you actually build it out. You don't just show them something that you pull out of your own hat fundamentally. And you give them the clarity that they need. They can make a decision to join you by understanding everything that you already do. So do not do quick content. Do not do shallow content. Do not rely on pain-based content. And this is another reason why, sadly, most content that we see out there right now in the world, very heavy pain-based content. You are this, you are that, you could be doing this, you could be doing that. Great, but what is the context? There isn't any context. It's like you're giving me a bottle of water that is empty from the inside. It's a bottle of water. It looks cool, but I can't drink from it. So there isn't any context. There isn't any depth to it. There is nothing. There's nothing. It's just pain-based. Someone reads it. They feel shitty about themselves. Or maybe they feel like I should do something. But when they go to choose to do something with you, they can't find anything. And then you ask, why am I not signing enough clients? You're not signing enough clients because all that you're focusing on is heavy, shallow, top of funnel content, pain-based top of funnel content, quick hits of dopamine, quick top of funnel content, and you're not going deep on middle of the funnel, depth, clarity, and context-based top of content. Now, of course, there is a way to do proper middle of the funnel context-based content. If you want to know how we do it personally, just click the link down below. I think right now we're 8th of August, so most probably doors are closed, but you'll find a way to join the waitlist. And when I open my one-on-one mentorship, you could join us. But middle of the funnel content does not have to be hard. It does not have to be complicated. The job of the middle of the funnel of content, not to be overly edited, not to be presentation style content. The job of the middle of the funnel content is to give clarity, context, and depth over what this person might experience when they work with you. And this is why I say middle of the funnel content is mirroring content. And I'm gonna end the video with this example. So a guy reached out to me a while ago. He does holistic health, holistic fitness. Now he has more to his work, but I'm not gonna explain it right now.
And we jumped on a call. He's a very good friend of mine. He told me, Arnold, like, I'm not getting enough people interested in my work. And I asked him, okay, great. How do you create content? He tells me, I sit down and whatever makes sense to the ideal audience and what I feel talking about, I talk about it. I told him, great. So don't you go on calls with your clients? He replied with yes. I told him, great. So if you get on calls with your clients and you serve those clients and you give them insights that make their eyes blow up, why don't you take the same insight and you turn it into a middle of the funnel piece of content that is deep and long? He never learned that. So he implemented it. Of course, I gave him the process, the context, everything. He implemented it, and she's amazing how it works. First weekend after, 1K deal. Second weekend after, another 1K deal. So this is $2,000 monthly recurring revenue for his work just by implementing this simple idea. Do not create content, mirror content from the things that you are already doing. So I'm gonna leave you at that. Cool? If you're not getting enough quality people into your world, you're getting attention, but you're not getting conversion. It's because you have based your work on very heavy top of funnel content, that you're not going deep in the middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel, another topic for another time, because this leads to this. And this leads to this. And all of them should be synced together. All of them should work together. They should flow together. If you're middle of the funnel content, and this is why I don't like virality gurus, because they are heavy on middle of the top of funnel content, but it doesn't link to the middle of the funnel. And the middle of the funnel doesn't link to the bottom of the funnel. So they get new eyeballs, they get new prospects into their world. But those prospects, when they come into your world, they're like, I don't know what this guy is all about. One day he's talking about this, one day he's talking about that, one day he's chasing this trend, one day he's jumping on the other trend. And I'm like, where's the consistency? Where's the congruency? Zero consistency, zero congruency. So this is why top of funnel should lead into middle of the funnel should lead into bottom of the funnel. And it's a cycle that feeds off of itself. And what happens is you can go travel, just like last week, I've been traveling the whole week. And your business could perform better than even when you were present within the business. Because when the business works as a machine, each piece of content feeds into the other. You could enjoy life, whatever you want to do, and you could keep on making money. Anyway, follow me on Instagram down below because I announce pretty much everything there. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I have a link to join the mentorship. Go there. I think right now we're on waitlist, so just join the waitlist. You'll be the first to get notified. And whatever questions you have, please keep in mind, you do not have to play the game alone. Ask me any question that you have on Instagram, and I would happily reply. I really don't hold anything back. Cool? Bye-bye.